Welcome to today's property tour. We're in the Ridges, triple gated, 5-bedroom, 8-bathroom, over 13,000 square foot of interior living, 2 levels in the backyard, as well as 4 levels on the interior. There is so much to see at this property. It was recently renovated with over $6 million. Now, without further ado, let's begin today's property tour. So starting on the exterior of the property, this is over an acre here in the Ridges, 3 gates to get to the property and a road that you drive up, and you have your own driveway that winds up. It hugs the cliff here. You have guardrails as well. And if you're gonna hold parties here, which we have been to before, you have a perfect setup at the very entrance to set up valet. Now the flooring here is aggregate concrete. That brings us all the way up. There's mature landscaping, hedges, flower bushes, trees, and all along the cliff and formation of this driveway to make it extra special. Now you could park cars right here. There's plenty of space. This wraps around to the back of the property. But as far as the exterior structure goes, we have a lot to dive into. Now, right here is a covered carport that resembles something like you're at a luxury hotel like the Wynn or Resorts World, where you pull the cars up and you valet. This is a perfect spot for that. It's extremely rustic, modern, luxury, and elegant. Now there's stonework all along the exterior of the actual home of itself, as well as the drywall is Venetian plastered. That way it's just not the classic stucco look. It's very classy. Now there's a 2 garage bay right here, and then right in front of me where the motor court is, you have some more flower bushes, trees, landscaping that looks so nice here in the desert, as well as another 4 garage setup with 2 separate bays. As you can see on the exterior in the intro of this video, there is a lot to dive into, as uncovered balconies. There's so much to dive into here, and I love the wood finish along the ceiling of the carport here with the steel beams and all of the warm textures and materials that they used. But now moving forward with the home itself, we have these stone stairs with the lights down below that lead us up to this grand entrance. It's covered, and right off of the entrance, there's one room I just want to touch on real quick. This has a key-padded wooden solid door that is custom that brings us into the first room of the home. And I love how conveniently accessible it is, because you don't have to go through the house to get to your office. So if you want to have people come over, they drive through the 3 gates, they come up the winding road to your private retreat at one of the highest elevations in Summerlin, and they come before even entering the house into your office. Now it's fully built out with shelving for books, decor, as well as an L-shaped desk. It has that Venetian plastered finish in here, as well as unique ceilings because you have the wood finish as well in the crown molding, and a picture window looking directly out at the strip where this couch is, and the 2 seats are here with a TV and a super unique light fixture. Now that is the office. Now we are going to step into the main property on the bottom level through the front door. I'll see you in there. So coming into the main property, the foyer right above us is crown molding with the tray ceilings, this solid wooden pivot door right here with a very rustic handle and the keypad for easy access. There's tiling all along the floor with agate throughout, and to my left is going to be a staircase, and actually like the secondary foyer, because when you're entertaining and holding a party, this is where people are going to enter through the home. And you have glass paneling, you have real hardwood flooring for the steps, as well as the black metal for the handrail. Looks very modern and elegant. Now underneath here, there's actually seating where you could take off jackets, you could put shoes, and you have windows that allow you to see the strip view from this lobby area right off the front entrance. Now before we go up to the main level, we have a lot to touch on right here. Now there are French doors that open up into the main room on the bottom floor, which is going to be the game and the play area. As you can see, a shuffleboard table, a billiards table, this really unique ceiling feature with the wood. It almost looks coffered. And right here is air hockey. Up against the back wall is going to be your wet bar with the TV behind, and the furniture right on the side makes it look super symmetrical the way that it's staged, because this property is to rent and to purchase. And right up against the back wall here is some nice furniture with a coffee table, because right in front of me are French doors that lead to a outdoor terrace where you can see mountain views. So this home has been designed architecturally so that views are intact 360 degrees in any room that you are in. So right up against the side there are French doors, glass finish on them so that you could see out and have natural lighting pour in, where you could look at the backyard, which we're gonna go to right now. Now this is so unique and it's not been seen on this channel before, but you have the rock finish right on the side of the walls right here, and this wrought iron gate with the glass on the exterior that opens up to the first level of the backyard. Now that same rock finish brings us all the way down, and as we go out here, we're met with this beach entry pool setup, because really you could only walk on it. It'd be perfect for the kids to play in and enjoy a water feature while you're on the first level of your backyard. This insane fountain feature right here that just waterfalls over, and right off of it is going to be this outdoor patio furniture where you could enjoy a coffee, a meal, and be separated from the rest of the house in the entertainment areas and just feel completely at peace and at home. Now we have those same lantern light fixtures all along the exterior to just give it that warm, rustic feel, as well as plenty of mature landscaping, turf area, and that rock exterior that goes all the way up. And as you could see, right where this waterfall is, there's actually an infinity edge pool right there that waterfalls over, and the upper backyard. Right in front of me is gonna be a gas fireplace built into the grotto. And over in this direction, we have hedges, we have trees, mountain views of the northwest. But take 1-2 steps up, there's a spiral staircase that brings you to one of the junior suites on the main level of the home. And what's really great about this is if you want to use this as a multi-generational setup, they could come around the side, park in this 2-car garage where we have entry right here, come out, go up to their bedroom, and be separated from the rest of the house. Now that's not it for this backyard. Follow me this way and take a look at the flooring, because you have those rock cutouts that is used as the outdoor flooring out here that looks very perfectly fit with all the rock structures and formations, those lantern light fixtures. And something super cool we haven't seen before is these circular cutouts that connect to the main pool. So if it's super busy, you're having a party, people are swimming, you could actually see them swimming, you know, going through the water up there while you're walking through. And this is a spiral staircase that connects you all the way up to the primary level. So it's not disconnected. You could go up, they could come down, and you could be entertaining and enjoying life in this property with that access. Now this has its own gate of itself that is in this crisscross rod steel pattern. I love that. And right here is the views of downtown Summerlin, because the Ridges is so conveniently located to downtown Summerlin. If you visited Vegas, highly recommend it. Outdoor shopping, high-end dining, and some of the best that Las Vegas has to offer for locals and people coming in from out of state. Now this wraps up the backyard. So coming back into the bottom floor, we are now gonna move down this hallway. This is a great minute to go ahead and touch on the finishes throughout the home. Now the flooring on the bottom level is this hardwood engineered flooring, as well as the baseboards about 5 inches. And for the interior on the walls is going to be Venetian plaster with a gloss finish that shines and shimmers with the light in here. It looks super good in desert modern high end. Now, right here is going to be a concession stand, popcorn setup, a microwave, floating shelves, as well as plenty of food for snacks, because right in front of me is your home theater. And probably one of my favorite home theaters because of the way that it's set up. It's not traditional. There's incredible soundproofing in here. You have the tray ceilings with the tile finish on the ceiling with the ambient glow with the cove lighting, and this incredible oversized lounging couch on a higher elevation, as well as this love seat right here. Now this is absolutely cozy, and this is perfect for a family because you're not gonna have everyone in here chances. This is like the perfect theater room for your family or really close friends because it feels very intimate in here. Up against the back wall is going to be the projector screen, as well as your state-of-the-art projector hanging from the ceiling. Black finish along the exterior for the soundproofing. And right behind me are the blackout shades that are motorized. And if we open these up, you can actually see into the motor court where we were at in the introduction of this video and see strip views yet again. Now, take a moment to just point out that the framing of all these doors is going to match that hardwood flooring all throughout the home, which is just paying attention to the details. I love that they did that because it makes it feel very warm and high end. Now, double vanity on both sides. It is this wrought iron base with the glass, and on top of it are these marble sinks where the faucets are built into the drywall right here with identical mirrors on both sides and this light green rough finish on the walls that looks incredibly nice. And that brings us into the water room where there's also a urinal and incredible paintings by Peter Lick, a local here in Las Vegas that does high-end photography, and you're gonna see his photography all throughout the home as artwork. So coming down this hallway, we're gonna have a server room right here on both sides, storage, and that brings us into another lobby room. Tray ceilings up above with the crown molding that matches the flooring throughout, an elevator that goes all the way up the 4 floors. Now, we're at the bottom level. The main level is where the kitchen is, and on top of that is going to be where some of the bedrooms are, and on the very top is where the primary suite is. Now, this is perfectly accessible because the garage is right in front of me. So living here, you're gonna come in through the garage most likely, and you're gonna go straight to the elevator and go right up to the primary bedroom or the main level. So perfect convenience there. Right here is some more storage. This is the lobby room. You have 2 seats right here with a table and another one right here. And this is another staircase that wraps all the way up to the very top if you don't want to take the elevator, get your steps in. As you can see, you have the wood finish along both sides with the crown molding, and then the carpet inlay that goes up the middle that makes it feel very grandiose. Now right here is going to be a Hobbit room, or Harry Potter room as we like to call it, because it's very accessible and you could use this in a multitude of ways. If you want to build this out with cabinets, use it for storage, you can do just that. There's so many different use cases for this space right here. Now, that wraps it up for the bottom floor. I'm gonna meet you back at the stairs off of the entrance so we could touch more on that and go to the main level. I'll see you there. So coming up the stairs from the bottom level, I want to bring your attention to this floating staircase, and this is also like the secondary foyer because guests are going to be coming up this grand entrance right here. Now behind me are 3 columns of windows that go all the way to the top. They're separated, picture ready, and they have that great dark wood framing that just shows the high-end finishes throughout this home. There's also 2 windows along the side right here to bring in that natural lighting. And that brings us to the top right now. I want to mention the over 30-foot ceilings in this space right here. Now again, all along the door frames, the entrances to different spaces throughout the house, you have this lighter wood finish all along the perimeter of the framing, which just adds such a high-end feel, especially with the Venetian plaster with that gloss finish all throughout the interior of this home. Now, we're gonna move to the right side first, because there's 2 wings the moment that you get up here. Now we are brought to a entertainment space with the way it's set up with the piano, grand piano right here, as well as these 3 light fixtures that hang with the wood beams up above and the wood finish all along the ceiling. Gives it that rustic charm all throughout this home. Now there are French glass doors that lead us out to a covered balcony that allows you to look at the northwest part of the valley and see beautiful mountain views as well as downtown Summerlin. Now we're gonna cross over into the formal grand dining room. Now this is a huge dining table right here with seats for up to 10 people formally. Informally, you could add many more. And we have a beautiful light fixture, coffered ceiling with its own crown molding, and the space to put cove lighting if you wanted to. Now up against the wall right here is counter space, and I love how it opens up right here to the staircase because you could see through that window and see towards the south part of the valley, as well get the natural lighting in from the foyer staircase all the way into the dining room over here. You have floating shelves for decor, for books, and some compartments down below too for additional storage. And I love this horizontal window with 3 windows, and the framing looks super nice, but the best part is gonna be the strip view, especially at nighttime, as you can see right behind me. This is the perfect place to eat dinner, entertain guests, and have that formal dinner, or just enjoy food, period, the end. Now, right up against this wall is gonna be more counter space. They have a beautiful picture with the recessed lighting built into this cutout in the wall to showcase the painting right here. Now, there's another window that looks into the backyard. We'll touch on that because you want to see this backyard on the second level. Take stairs down, and this is that junior suite I was alluding to in the first floor of the backyard. Now, step down here, we have high-end carpeting. We could step outside to your own uncovered balcony where we were talking about it from down below. Now we're there. You can see downtown Summerlin. It's all lit up. You have the glass paneling for the guardrail. Plenty of space out here. The rustic lighting. It has an absolute charm to it. Now there's crown molding all throughout the tray ceilings up in this room, and we're going to see how adequately sized this really is. Now you have your own gas fireplace up against the wall here with the stone mantle, closet space on the other side, that crown molding in the tray ceiling, and more French doors to another, but this time covered balcony, where you can look at the motor court and you can see the Las Vegas Strip right in front of you, as well as that extended driveway that wraps all the way up to this beautiful estate. Now back inside, we're going to touch on the bathroom now. Mind you, you have drapes that wrap all along the perimeter wherever there is light that could get through the property, so you can black it out, which is important. Solid custom wood door with the darker tone brings us in here with the baseboards that match the door and the cabinetry. Now we have additional units right here, the traditional ones underneath, and the same stone they used on the vanity countertops that they used in the full bathroom right here for the accent piece, window for natural lighting, and a mirror that goes all the way from vanity to ceiling. Wraps it up for this junior suite. We're now gonna go check out the wine room, which was right next to the piano. Now follow me all the way back up. See the way that this home flows as you walk through it and all the different compartments in the living space floor plan. And we are gonna go check out this wine room. Now, it is a wrought iron door, very rustic. You have a glass panel right on the front. And as we take a step inside, you see how charming this is. You have a darker finish of that Venetian plaster that adds character. You have the dark wood build outs. You could fit hundreds of bottles of wine in here. You could even, there's space as well for cigars. And this is a great room for the wine, and it fits the character of this house absolutely perfectly. Now I love how this is opened up to this family room over here right off of the bar. But before we get there, we are gonna go take a look at the main living room and the kitchen, so follow me. So coming into the formal family great room, we are met with these 2 couches right here. It is extremely open concept, vaulted ceilings. You have the wood beam finish along the top that just adds the rustic charm and the character to this home. Up against the wall over here is where the TV is, your stone mantle with a gas fireplace, and then you have a separate 2-tone that goes all the way up to the ceiling. There are speakers all throughout this home, so when you're entertaining, you can have the perfect music playing throughout the house. Pocket sliders all along this back wall right here. That takes us to this extended covered patio, where you have all the patio furniture wrapped up right now because this is on the market to sale or rent. So we got to keep that perfect and pristine. But you have this Venetian plaster drywall as well as the metal railing right on the top with absolutely unparalleled strip views because we're at one of the highest elevations in Summerlin up against the west part of the Las Vegas Valley. Now, as we walk out this way, I'm just gonna point this out. We have a water feature up against the back wall. We have B-roll of daytime, so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. There is a water reservoir along the bottom, so this is very tranquil. You take 3 steps down, very nice tiling along the floor, a huge extended outdoor dining table, and a gazebo over there with another outdoor wet bar where you have a sink and more storage space where you could be prepping food, serving out there to the guests on this wing of the outside terrace, as well as lighting all along it and views of the Las Vegas Strip. So from the outside terrace, I'm gonna take you in through these French doors that I'm bringing us through this direction for a very important reason, because we have built outs right here where you can work. It's an office space, the way that the cabinetry has been set out. Same light fixture that we saw above the grand piano. And we walk this way and we actually see that the elevator from the bottom floor brings us up from this left wing of the house to the main level. Now, right here is also gonna be the powder room that guests are gonna be using. We have this wood floating vanity with another one of those marble sinks with a different pattern through it. The faucets are connected to the back wall, as well as the staggered stonework, all wrapped inside of this powder room. Behind this wall is going to be the toilet and that Venetian plaster along the ceiling with these solid core doors, completely custom. So rustic, so charming. I love the way that looks. Now down to my left is going to be like at the end of the bottom floor. There are staircases that bring you up. It also goes to the bedroom suites on the 3rd floor and the primary on the 4th. But you also have your washer dryer room, which we'll touch on in just a few minutes. Now, bringing us into the kitchen, I love that to separate the living space and the kitchen is the wood flooring that goes throughout the middle all the way through. And in the great room, you have the tile in the diamond pattern, and in the kitchen, you have it in the diamond pattern too. So very well thought out design. Now, inside of the kitchen, we have 2 waterfall islands with some appliances that we don't always see. So right here, built into the island is going to be a Wolf steamer, as well as a Wolf fryer right here. Haven't seen that before, which is really cool. As well as 2 sinks on each island. You're gonna have the dishwasher stacked right here, as well as plenty of storage space along the bottoms and outlets that have been built into the cabinetry. Your fridge freezer setup, stainless steel, as well as oven and a microwave unit and a heating tray below. Now the wood beams are in this room as well, and it looks great. Now up against this wall is going to be your coffee bar, as well as a Mealy espresso built into the cabinetry. Now these cabinets are high-end designer with the woodwork, stainless steel hardware. On the lowers, you have dovetails on the horizontal cabinets, which is a unique touch. Now, this is gonna be arranged with 6 burners and a huge oversized griddle, double Wolf oven, and the stainless steel vent up above is made out of this stainless steel work, as well as the studs that have the gold finish, pot filler, and a nice tiling in a brick pattern as for the backsplash with cove lighting underneath the cabinets. Now, right here is gonna be the formal dining table with this grand crystal chandelier right above it, which is a statement piece. When you walk in this kitchen, it's extremely symmetrical. We're gonna have some more counter space up against that wall, floating shelves for decor, and pocket sliders that go all the way into the frame of the house that bring you into a very tranquil outdoor informal dining space. Now, as for this wall right here, this is an accent wall. It has old world stonework that goes floor all the way to the ceiling. That looks incredibly nice. Now, this kitchen doesn't end there because we have not seen the pantry yet, which is down here. Now, this is your walk-in pantry, and something really unique about this home we haven't seen before. There's a first, and here it is. This is a deep freezer inside of your house. Perfect for keeping perishable items extremely chilled. You could put your wines in there when you're about to entertain, those nice glasses of alcohol that you want to serve chilled in there, meats, whatever. Now, coming in through this space is going to be the bar on the other side of the kitchen. We're back to the right wing. Now, this bar space is so high-end designer. You have the double elevation island. You have a refrigerator freezer set up here, as well as an ice maker, refrigerator, a wine fridge over there, and your own dishwasher units with the sink, floating shelves. I love this glass brick backsplash, and it's iridescent because you can actually see the full color spectrum with the way that the light hits it. And up against the back wall floating is a big screen TV, as well as more cabinet spaces where you could showcase different bottles, different glasses, etc. This wraps up the bar. For inside of it, we also have another powder bathroom right here, stone countertop with a wooden cabinet base that has a 3D finish to it. You have your 2 light fixtures on the side, those wooden frame doors, and a level 5 smooth drywall finish on this side of the home through the hallways. Now, we are now stepping into another guest room, family room, shared space that is right off of the bar. I love how there are the seats beneath it, but you also have that ambient lighting with the stonework that we saw in the back of the kitchen reoccurring right here to tie it all together. 2 sofas with 2 great coffee tables with the smoked glass and this nice geometric rug right underneath of it. And again, it passes over, like when we're by the wine room in the piano space, you could actually see the strip view from inside of this space too. Now you're gonna have the wood beam finish, and up against this wall is going to be a built into the framing of the home, your own library. Now that's pretty cool, but it gets even better. Now these pocket sliders completely stack, and we are now going to go into the backyard, and there's a lot to touch on, and it's nighttime, so you're gonna see it from a different perspective, which is awesome, so stay tuned for that. Quick interruption from the video. If you're thinking about buying or selling real estate in Las Vegas, I'm definitely your guy. I'm gonna put my email up right here. Now, while I enjoy these strip views, you enjoy the rest of this video. So coming off of the bar room, we are in the backyard. Right in front of me is going to be this stone foundation that you could sit on. You have the gas fireplace right here, as well as the steel beams that support it from the top with that stone finish on the exterior. This is one of the best outdoor fireplaces that I have ever seen. Now, right in front of me is going to be your spa. Now, this is a circular oversized spa. There are 3 bar stools. You have the blue lighting inside, and you take 5 steps up with the grotto on the exterior to give it that outdoor, because you're up against the mountains. That outdoor feeling is built into the mountain theme into your backyard, and you will see why. That is one reason. Now follow me this way. You have that spiral staircase down to the bottom level with lighting that brings you down to the bottom level. This great tree, some hedges to give it that mature green landscaping feel to it, as well as your pool where you have those 3 glass see-throughs down to the bottom level. You have a standing viewing deck over there in that corner, and you have some seats. This is a pretty deep pool. 2 stools where you could set your wine glasses or your food snacks right up on that grotto stonework right there, as well as a beachfront access with 3 steps down to the shallow part of the pool. And just take a look. You can see the strip views. You can see downtown Summerlin. You can see the whole mountain range of Las Vegas. That is going to be the northeast part of town. Now, right over here, more wood beams in the covered patio area, as well as that plastered Venetian finish on the exterior, and that stonework as well that makes it look extremely nice, as well as glass paneling for the guardrail over here. And now that's not it, because follow me. We are gonna go right over to the outdoor kitchenette space. Now, this outdoor kitchenette space, we have the column right here covered in that same stone, as well as those lights with that amber glow from the top of it. This is a bar area and a TV up against the corner, and wrapped around we have a huge Viking barbecue, as well as a outdoor electric smoker oven, 2 refrigerators, 1 ice maker, beer on tap, as well as 2 outdoor burners and a sink right here in storage below for a well-equipped outdoor kitchenette. Now, right in front of me is gonna wrap us around to the back of the kitchen where you have that tranquil space. There's a bathroom right here where you have a urinal, a sink, and a toilet. And through this gate, we're in that tranquil space off of the kitchen where you are right up against the mountains. Even if you want to go take a hike, you absolutely could. And right behind that ridge right there is going to be red rock. So if you like the outdoors, you could just take a 2-minute hike to the top and you can see the beautiful red rock mountain range. Now, this is a covered patio. It has the speakers as well. There's a trail that takes you up where the majority AC units are, another outdoor balcony and turf area. Now, through this door is going to bring this main level full circle. We have an oversized sink, stacking dual washer dryer units, plenty of cabinetry, a nice mudroom style closet. You come up the elevator, you can place your stuff there, or your dry cleaning, perfect spot for it. And that brings us back to the staircase area on the left wing of the home coming in through the main entrance. So we're gonna take these stairs up and go look at the bedroom suites. So coming up the steps to the main level to the 3rd floor, to my right is a huge door that opens up to the primary suite if you're gonna take the stairs and not the elevator. But right in front of us is going to be another lobby type room that is a almost loft space, and it splits up the 3 guest bedrooms. So up against this wall is going to be a built-in desk, cabinets up above, as well as the lowers for space. You could put a chair right there because it's a desk built in. And then up against this wall is going to be like your TV stand where you could put all of the electronics down here, more storage. It's a perfect room to do homework, to relax, read a book. You have the TV on right here if you want to be separated from the rest of the house and just enjoy yourself or have family time before going to bed. This is the perfect spot to do it. Now you have glass French doors that lead you to that backyard space where the turf is and the AC units, mountain views, 2 built outs where there are library books that you could put there or other decor. This takes us into one of the first suites upstairs. Now to my right is going to be the built out closet. This is a adequately sized bedroom. There are French doors that lead you to a shared balcony with the other one. We'll go out from the other side. And then over here are some more cabinet built outs and what looks like a desk, or you could easily turn this into a makeup vanity. Now over here is going to be the bathroom with your vanity, and you have this nice tile work that matches the backsplash and the tiling all inside the full bathroom, window for natural lighting. And that is the first bedroom on this side in this area. We're gonna move to the other one in this corner. Wood flooring in this bedroom versus the carpet that we were just in, the tray ceiling with the crown molding, as well as that molding around the windows right there. This is level 5 smooth drywall finish. You have the built outs in the closet right here. And this is a unique bathroom that we're gonna touch on. So you have a darker tile stone down below, and the backsplash is so unique, so cool inside of this bathroom. So you have this stone work, and underneath the stone, they actually laid this really nice darker green, teal, blue tile that is warm in the color tones that just comes through the cracks, and they actually have it wrapped all along the walls right there, which is super cool. We've never seen that before in a bathroom. Now you have that same tile backsplash. You have the mirror that goes from vanity to the ceiling, and different tones, materials, and textures in that bathroom than all the rest. Now follow me this way. We're gonna touch on the final spare bedroom of this incredible estate. And this also has wood flooring, a nice crystal chandelier, that crown molding, the tray ceiling, and follow me out here to your private covered balcony that is shared with the other bedroom right there. Now, table, 2 seats to enjoy the strip views. Right now, it is a unique day because it's raining here in Las Vegas, so the strip looks extra special, and it just is a great outdoor terrace right off these 2 bedrooms, which again, this house, you have strip views in every single room that you're in. Now, this bathroom right here is different. We have this stone countertop that has agate all throughout. We have two vanities that are higher than the main one where the sink is, and a walk-in closet over there, as well as that agate that we see on the counter space as a centerpiece inlaid in this tile work in this shower, which looks awesome. It's a walk-in. It doesn't have the tub in this one, but I love it. You have a different flooring in the bathroom for the wet space. That way you don't damage the wood. That's why they did that. And now that wraps up the third floor. I will see you up in the primary suite. So coming up to the primary suite, just like the foyer where the staircases were for your guest, it's extremely grandiose coming up to your primary bedroom suite because you have very high ceilings, this beautiful Peter Lick photo frame right up against the wall right there, and you could see that it's recessed in the wall right here where you can put another amazing art piece up against that wall. That way you're inspired coming up to your primary suite. Now you have the glass French doors that lead you in here. This is a double elevation primary bedroom. And the reason for that is you have the separation on the lower level to watch TV. You have the ottoman right here with the two seats and a gas fireplace. This isn't a TV, this is a photo frame, but you could easily wire one in there. Nice light fixture up above, the lighting below the step for safety and aesthetic. We have a carpet rug right here and a nice picture landscape window where you have the strip views. So wake up, you see the strip view. Go to bed, you see the strip view, and it's even better than the daytime because it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, as the accent piece, it's recessed. They have the woodwork and they have the cove lighting up above throughout this room so that it glows and it's even aesthetically better than if there wasn't lighting. I like the finish in this stone mantle that we've seen recurring throughout the home inside your primary too. So off of the primary bedroom, you have your own covered and uncovered balcony. Let's take a step out. You have an outdoor shower. So if you want to look to the west towards the Red Rocks, enjoy the mountain views for your shower, you can do that. Now, if you want to take a bath on your terrace, your private terrace with mountain views and enjoy nature, you can do that and enjoy the sunsets because they set in the west, and that's exactly where this is facing. So if you want to enjoy a bath with the sunset view, you can do that outdoors with this incredible standalone stone tub. And then you even have the faucet out of another stone pillar that they built off of it and a hand attachment. This wraps around with turf to the front where you also have a balcony looking at the strip view. Now around this way, you're gonna have a gas fireplace. For your guardrail, you have this silver finish on the top with the glass paneling. You have two lounge chairs right here, and this is an incredible balcony. We're gonna move back inside, follow me, where you have your primary bathroom. Now, this is the intermediary before you get to the bathroom. You have two massage chair setups right here, French doors to that balcony, a TV up against that wall, this incredible rough onyx stonework all along the perimeters of the walls in here as the accent. This is gonna be your cedar wood sauna where you could easily fit 6-8 people inside that room right there. Now that's spectacular. You have the huge cutout right here that looks like a giant horizontal picture frame where you can look at the staircase coming up to your bedroom, and then straight ahead of me, this wooden frame along the exterior, we're met with the primary bathroom. Now, marbling on the countertops with these above sinks, stainless steel faucet built into the backsplash, which is made out of this nice tile finish that matches beautifully. You have the wooden cabinetry down below that is highly finished, as well as counter space up against this wall, two water toilets on both sides, and on this platform, they put a jetted tub down right in center that is a statement piece, chandelier above, wood beams that create the coffered ceiling look, and this is all wrapped in marble, extremely nice. This walk-in shower is unlike any other. Now, two shower head faucets, the body jets, 4 on both sides, as well as 4 shower heads on the top, and this curved glass window that looks at the mountain views. And this is also wrapped in the same marble that is on the counter spaces, and it's completely glassed in, and it's also wrapped along the ceiling in there too. Very, very, very nice. It's a statement piece the moment that you walk inside of this bathroom. Now up against this wall is going to be the makeup vanity because you have that vertical mirror, the recessed lighting. So you got the lighting for the makeup vanity. It's even better than if it didn't have that. You have the mirrors built in, recessed into the walls off of the vanities. And now we're going to take a look at the closet space. So down this way to the right, it's a dual closet setup. It is wrapped in this darker wood tone that matches the window frame. You have a strip view from your closet. How many people could say that? Not many, but when you're at the Ridges, $20 million up, you can. Now that's pretty cool, but you have your own washer dryer setup room right here. And this is plenty of space, but there's even more if that's not enough for you. So come down this way and there is even more space. I mean, if you like to collect shoes, this is the perfect place to do it. You have a whole wall dedicated to it. You have these cabinets with glass finishes and also this nice vanity right here with the window and the strip views yet again. So even both spouses have their own strip views. Who can say that? Not many. So inside this room right here is where the island is going to be. You have these pull downs where you can put your favorite units of clothing, and you can also have plenty of storage at the exact same time. Glass finishes, oversized island. You have the bench at the end of it, high-end carpeting all throughout. And let me know in the comments if you've ever seen a bigger closet than this. And if you have, send me the link because I want to see it. Because in my opinion, this is the biggest closet I've seen. Now, we are going to move back in to the primary bedroom because there's one more room. If this primary bedroom wasn't big enough, well, hate to tell it to you, there's more space. So come down this way. We're going to take 2 steps down. This is right off of the bed. This is your own private retreat. You have this corner gas fireplace right here. Coffee table. You could absolutely pre-wire a TV right there. You have the sofa, 2 windows, and another arched window with a strip view, and another built out where you could put your library books or decor, whatever you want. An antler styled chandelier above, speakers as well. And this is the elevator from the bottom floor, the main level that we've seen. So you could take it right off the garage, straight up here, you enter into this room. Also acts like a lobby. Now, this is a closet space if you want to use it for that, or you could use it as a gym room. If you want to reconfigure this whole thing, you could turn it into a gym. You could use it in so many different ways, or even another office because you have a window looking at the strip views again. But right in front of me is going to be one more door out to your balcony. So take a step out. The turfing on the back terrace wraps all the way around, and yet again, you have outdoor strip views at the highest elevation in the Ridges here in your home. And that wraps up this property tour. Thank you so much for watching today's property tour. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, comment down below your favorite feature and what you would like us to tour next. I hope you have an incredible day and a great 2025.